Welcome along everyone, another live video for you. So today I wanted to talk about the rear pod and balancing it up on the X-Ray X12-21. Now I think it's a really difficult proposition these companies have, because I've always run a Trinity motor. I've dabbled with various other ones, and I was running at Chesterfield a few weeks ago, and unfortunately one of my Trinity motor sensor board gave out, and Rob Jackson was very kind to lend me one of his hobby wings. I still have it, and I popped it in the back of the X-Ray X12, and the pod balanced perfectly. I then came to put my Trinity X-Factor 13.5 in, and the pod was quite a way out. And so what I then did is I measured the hobby wing, and the hobby wing weighs 136 grams. I've actually got another X-Factor motor there, and so the hobby wing, put that on there first, so that's 138 grams of weight, 138.3. And then when I put the X-Factor on, 145.8. So there's quite a significant difference between the two motors. What I then did is I found the balance point of the motor, and the gap between the balance point and the point that it touches the bulkhead on the rear, there is a 4mm gap between the balance point of the hobby wing motor and the X-Factor. So quite a distinct difference, and therefore you can appreciate why it would be very difficult to get these two motors to balance. Now I've spoken to Alex Hagberg very kindly. He said that they've made it balance with, I believe, the hobby wing, the R1 and the Orca motors. I think they all have pretty similar balance points, but the X-Factor is, as you can see, really quite dramatically different. So therefore, and maybe I'll bring the camera down for this, you can see behind the scenes here of all of the crap that's in front of me. When I bring the rear end of the car up, you can see that the pod really doesn't balance. That's quite a extreme difference. I'll just move it around here. It's quite a big difference between that balanced motor. And just to show you, it's not like we're in a rush or anything, or I need to get away, so I may as well show you the difference between that and the hobby wing. And my experience was exactly the same with the E3 as well, the Schumacher Eclipse. I've done a video on that, on balancing up the rear pod, and it's much the same process, but you know, everybody's, well, there's a lot of people that have got themselves a new X-Ray, and so why not make a specific video on the X-Ray. So I'm going to pop the hobby wing back in. Get some music back up here. My last video I did, I said I had a new microphone, but actually I completely forgot to turn it on. so didn't actually get to use it. Hopefully it's working clearly and the music's not too loud. Let me know if the music is playing too loud. I think it's in the background. So there we go. So that's the I'll just pop the pinion on as well to make all things equal. So I now bring that down. So I've now got the hobby wing in, and now I lift up the rear, and you can see that really balances very well. So there is, as I say, really quite a distinct difference between running the hobby wing car, the hobby wing motor, and the X-Factor motor. Hence why the video. So I'm going to whip the pinion off once again, and I'm going to show you what I've done to make a balance. So let's put the X-Factor back in. Tell me if you have any questions. Let me know where you're watching from. Tell me who your favourite RC guy is, what your favourite car you're running. Give me some insight into who's out there. Be great to hear from you. I'm just killing time in this lockdown period in the UK, and hoping to get back out and race the first weekend in December at the LMP race series. So as I say, that pod is pretty out of balance. So now what I'm going to do here is I've got myself a weight, and to be precise, it's a 5 gram weight. And then what I've done is I've got myself some lead tape, and then I've added 3 layers of lead tape to the bottom of this weight. And then I've popped it in this spot here. So there she is there. There's the weight. And then when I now lift up the rear of the car, oops, you can see that now balances very well without any issues at all. So a very simple fix, very simple indeed. So all you need to do is get yourself a 5 gram weight, make it a tad heavier at 6 grams. I'll just show you that. Actually 5.9, but it was showing 6 a little while ago. So there's the weight. Pop it on the pod, and then you can set up the car without any issues. Any questions on any of that, feel free to pop it in the comments box. I think what's important, just while I'm here, is just important to make sure that you've taken everything off in terms of the cross brace here, the side dampers. We're trying to make this as free a movement as possible so that we can really find out where the bias is, and by doing so it gives us the best way of getting the car perfectly set for that improved performance. If you like the video, click the like and subscribe. It'd be great to have you along for another live session, and we'll see you all next time.